Hello, hello, hello. This is another episode of the Mental Threads podcast, episode 91. I am here with, you want to just be called Misha? You don't want to be all your whole government, right? Just Misha? Okay, just Misha. Misha, if you like to say something.
Hello, everyone. I'm Misha, originally from the DMV, currently in Charlotte now. Been here since 2015.
Hey, that's cool and everything. It's like I don't know why anybody want to leave DMV area, to be honest. I'd be there in DC and everything, just chilling out and everything. This seems pretty cool to me. I know there's a lot of homeless people, but it's like there's a lot of homeless people getting out here in Charlotte too.
Hey, that's kind of everywhere. You see a lot of homeless people, but I came out here for school. I went to Johnson and Wales University and studied culinary arts. And my major was food and beverage entrepreneurship. So I started my own business within that major, and it's just been growing ever since.
Yeah, we got some entrepreneurs on this podcast. Let's go. Let's get it and everything. But that's cool that it's just that you find some reason to kind of move down here in Charlotte. I'm trying to get the hell out of here as quick as I can. But it's really just a matter of me just getting the resources to get out. So it's just we had to describe how the vibes was back in DMV area. I've read a lot about, oh snap, that's a cat, isn't that? Or is that a rabbit? What is it?
It's a rabbit. Yeah, I have a rabbit.
That's a big ass rabbit. What the hell?
Her name is Bonbon.
It don't look like no damn bonbon. It looks like a little chihuahua or something like that.
No, she looks just like a bunny.
No, she does, but she's big as hell. I wasn't expecting. I'm nearsighted. I got my glasses on, and then she kind of matches with the
carpet.
Yeah, I thought I was tripping. I'm like, I know the carpet is not moving to my direction.
I'm over here trying to figure out what we're doing.
No, it's okay. We're just podcasting. Miss Bonbon. She's not afraid of other people, right?
No, just don't starter her.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to do that or anything. You know what her zodiac sign is?
I don't.
That's okay. Just Bonbon the bunny is guest starring for the Mental podcast.
Not Bonbon. Bonbon being a guest. She can't talk.
She's been a subject matter for the past 5 minutes now because it's she kind of took me off.
Yeah.
There's a literal bunny just hopping in the background right now, y'all. If anyone's listening, and she's very curious. Definitely don't want to start her, but back on. I'm sorry, that was just so damn random. I wasn't expecting that. You just didn't have the cage closed.
No, she just be roaming around when she home, when I'm up and out and alive or whatever.
Okay, well, it's good to know I'm not scaring her and everything.
Yeah, she just be doing her own thing. She really don't. It's not hard taking care of a bunny. As long as she don't chew anything. She loves wires. So,
So wires are freaking those airheads, but belts and everything. That's basically the same thing.
What is she doing?
She's going under that a couch or a bench? What is that?
It's like a little ottoman thing.
Well, she
exploring. What?
The Bonbon bunny is definitely exploring under what is it? What is it called again?
An ottoman.
An ottoman. And that's the word for the day, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the word for today.
I think, and I'm gonna start doing words of the day now.
Cause she's doing something. Bun.
Okay, she's now tending to her bunny, Bonbon the bunny. Bonbon, not to be confused with the chocolate delicacy.
Not Bonbon, Bun.
Oh, Bun. Oh, like bunny. Okay. So it's if you want to get any ideas for naming your animals or anything, you get a dog, name them Dog, and maybe a snake.
First of all, when I got her name was already Bun. So
they didn't even try to name her.
Exactly. So she knows that name. As soon as I call her name, she's attentive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Animals are weird that way because I don't know how long it took for my dog to realize his name was Clueless because I literally named him Clueless.
And you're saying I'm weird for Bun.
No. Clueless actually has a story behind it.
Okay.
You see, so it's I was driving one day on 2018. It was like close. It was in December 2018. I was driving home from. I don't even remember what the hell I was driving from. But it was just like it was near Garinger High School. You know where Garinger High School is, right? You don't know? That's okay. That's on the east side Charlotte. And like there was just traffic being held up. I don't know why traffic was being held up for so long. And next thing I know, I saw this dog running in and out of the street for no reason. They kept catching him and putting him on the sidewalk, but he would just still keep running on the street anyway. And I'm like, okay, if someone doesn't move this dog, someone's gonna hit this dog. So I'm like, okay, you know what, just roll with me, dog. It's no problem. And so it's just over time.
Just took the dog.
I just thought it was just kind of dumb. He kept jumping in the streets. So I'm like, you know, your name is Coolest, because that's some Coolest type stuff.
That's hilarious.
You know what's funny is I think I manifested my dog, because I always wanted to get a dog and name him Clueless, but I didn't know, like, you know, what would be the reason to name him Clueless. And this dog literally gave me a reason. And since then, he's just been chilling with us for 4 years in the house, basically being called dumb every day. No, I'm just fine. He's not dumb. He's actually very intelligent, but it's just like that was just some coolest stuff that he pulled. So,
yeah,
so it's just
his
stuff
name
like.
has just always been Clueless because of that one act.
He's been doing some other clueless things too. I'm not even gonna lie, but it's just like he is kind of intelligent. Okay, for the first 5 minutes we dedicated to the pets and stuff of that nature. And yes, Bun the bunny is like definitely in her cage right now.
Yeah, I'm about to close it so she don't come back up.
I mean, you want to hold her and everything. She wants to just kind of like just watch.
She knows since it's dark outside, it's time to go to bed. She be alright.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Cause I was just flabbergasted, just like, what is that going on in the background? Like, what is moving? Is the carpet moving? Mm-hmm. But anyway, that's all I was thinking. Anyway, so like as we were talking about hometowns and everything, because the past 2 people I've interviewed from the group chat that we pretty much found each other on, but also it's just like, you know, the first guy I interviewed today, Trey Rhodes, was literally he was from Augusta, Georgia, and old dude from Jalen, who I just interviewed, said that he was from Philadelphia. Now you're saying that you're from Maryland, and I'm just like, I'm really not getting why so many people are moving to Charlotte of all places. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just a different breed or whatever, but I grew up here my whole life, and
you don't see it.
I see it, but it's just like it's not for me. I want it's just I don't know.
I like people from Charlotte. Like you rarely meet people from Charlotte.
Yeah.
But a lot of people come just because it's a growing city. Like I feel like Charlotte it's honestly becoming like another Atlanta. Like it's really growing, and it could, like, especially in the future, like it's going to definitely be something that a lot of people are going to go to. But the other thing is, it's like, as it's growing, the economy here is crazy. Like it's skyrocketing with prices, and I mean, that's everywhere, but it's definitely hitting here because you got construction everywhere. So it's like we paying for that mostly.
Oh yeah, no, I bet. It's just like, you know, one thing I like about Charlotte is it's kind of like the underdog city in a sense, because it's like, to me, because it's like we're kind of in the cut for a little bit, kind of underrated for a sense. It's just like, you know, but we're actually a pretty clean city for the most part now. That might be changing in a couple years. But it's just like, you know, because it's just, you know, we still have yet to get a championship for either of our teams, football wise and basketball wise. I think the Hurricanes got a championship, but, you know, it's just like Black people ain't into NFL. I mean, NHL like that, which I wish we would, because their jersey look nice. I would like to wear the jersey, but I'd be scared. I'm like, well, what if I wear like a hockey jersey and somebody asks me some questions? It's like, do you know who like freaking Donald Mikowski is? And I'm like, I just like the jersey, man. I'm like, damn.
I don't think that's a problem. I mean, you could wear whatever you want to wear. They shouldn't be discussing like why you wearing it or whatever.
Yeah, but it's just like, think about everything that you ever liked and everything, and then somebody else just wearing it just because, you know, like, I know it's none of your business, but it's like you would feel some type of way if somebody like well, name one of your favorite things. One of your favorite things. Like, what favorite T-shirt? You like Moesha?
Oh yeah, I mean, I like Moesha. She's pretty cool.
Yeah, but then if somebody wore a Moesha, you wouldn't hold up against them if they didn't know like about the show. I mean, they hated on Jack Harlow because they didn't know like Brandy was related to a Ray J, but it's like that's really not something to get fed up over, to be honest. But just think about another thing that you like besides Moesha.
Um,
That's a Raven. I mean, okay, that don't matter.
these some old school shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like people would just like the retro stuff. So, what about some things that you like today? What are some things? I know you got some things that you like today.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Netflix. I get on social medias. I'm really like a to myself person, so I journal a lot.
That's actually pretty good. I need to get
Yeah.
into journaling and everything.
Yeah, like just journaling your thoughts every day, just kind of it clears your mind. And I'm one of the people that my mind's always racing. So because I'm got my mind on so many different things, I'm thinking about what's next for me. So to write and journal to just clear your mind and put your thoughts on paper, it definitely helps.
I don't be feeling my life be interesting enough to journal and everything. It's like I'll be like, oh yeah, today was just like yesterday. I watched some Netflix and work.
I mean, you could journal about your podcasts. Like, just be like, what I can do better within like the next month or whatnot. Just make it goals for your podcast. That's just journaling.
Oh no, I just make goals on the way that I'm going. Like this month, my main challenge is reaching 100 episodes, which I think is very possible now because I already reached up to 91.
Yeah, you almost there.
Yeah, literally I did 3 episodes just today, recording like the third interview today, and which I was kind of iffy about because I didn't know like if I was gonna make it or not, and then I got to push other interviews that I missed out, and then I got to push it to. No, I'm saying nothing. It's just how it is. Everybody's schedule
busy. Yeah, like my schedules just be crazy sometimes.
Hey, do not apologize. You made it on, so that's just it. Like it's just like people be wondering, like, dang, I don't even know 150 people. How can I do 150? And then it's like y'all make it away from me, so it's just like it's all good on that end and everything. So it's just like as long as I get closer to making that go up and everything, I can focus on actually marketing it to a certain degree where I can get it monetized. And then I feel like the more content, the better. And then you can put more stuff in the traffic, and then it'll be on playlists, and then maybe other people might want to get in podcasts too. It's just like, and then I'll be focused on actually marketing it before my third season, which is like that's like going to be the season where I feel like I'm going to really really take it serious. But right now it's just content. So it's like for y'all to hop on, it's pretty good. But yeah, we had to speak on the vibes of hometown and everything. Like what was the vibes in Maryland? Because I know there's a lot of affluent African Americans that live in like Maryland and whatnot. What side do you lived in PG County or Pikesville?
Yeah, so I lived in PG County for a while, and then I moved to Charles County, which is like Southern Maryland. But that's where I like mostly grew up, like in middle and high school. But as a whole, like Maryland is definitely a great state for African Americans. It's a lot of growing there, and definitely a lot of people that are influential in the African American culture. I would say that like obviously everywhere is gonna be expensive, but up north is definitely expensive, especially being close to the capital. But as a whole, like Maryland is a great state. Like you got blue crabs, which is nice, and you got the Baltimore Ravens, which is nice as well. But yeah, I would just say that like it's something. I feel like it's something for everybody in Maryland. It's not hard to find what you're looking for when you go to Maryland because you got DC and Virginia right there. So it's like you can easily explore each state within like a 30-40 minute drive.
Yeah, man, it's just like that's why it's just I really like the more that I'm interested in everything because I've met a lot of people that are from Maryland and everything in college and everything, especially like the females that are they're just bombastic. I like it, but it's just like just stuff of that nature. It's just like I mess with Maryland because it's just like my uncle stay there and everything, and when I went to go visit him in Pikesville, it kind of reminded me of my side of town and Charlotte and everything. So it didn't feel too off and everything, and it's just like I plan on living in DC and going to Howard for grad school and everything. Right now, I just got to stay in Charlotte a little bit longer to get a whole lot of other matters together. Sorry, it's late. And it's just like,
Yeah, I know it is.
it's just like, when I think about like my future, I feel like it's gonna be somewhere in the DMV area. You know, I feel like even like I'm Liberian, and there's like an influx of Liberians that live in DC also. So it's just like that's why when I ask people who are from Virginia or DMV, like, what do they think about it? What do they and what made you want to leave Maryland again? You say like you just want to get a change of place and everything. You just want to move to Charlotte because you felt like it just.
Well, my brother, he went to Johnson C. Smith. So I had came down here like once or twice before, and I always thought that it was a great city. But mostly I came down here for Johnson and Wales. Yes, they have 4 other campuses, but I kind of just was more realistic on where I would go and where I would fit in at. So Johnson and Wales campuses, they have the Providence campus in Rhode Island. That's the main campus, but I don't like the cold. I was tired of the cold being in Maryland. I was like, I need to get away from it. And then there's the Miami campus, but I knew that's more of a party school. I was not going to get no work done. So I was like, yeah, I'll go somewhere that's more central. And then there's also the Denver campus in Colorado. And I personally just didn't think that I didn't have the guts back then to just move cross country at 18 and just to go to school. So I was like, well, let me find something, which is Charlotte campus, which was a more neutral spot. And it's a great city. But yeah, I came down here for school. And then after I graduated, I just stayed because I found a great job through my internship. And within my internship, I just was like, I'm just going to stay with the company and build through there.
Yeah, I just did a fist bump for y'all. Just wondering because it's good when people like really try to find themselves and settle themselves, like especially in your 20s and everything. You're about 25. 25?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And I got 25. We met up in the 24 plus group chat if anybody wants to know and everything. It's a group chat in Charlotte and everything. Don't want to say too much because I heard there was people that was in the last group chat that was kind of wild and now and stuff of that nature. I don't know if you know and everything. You don't know, so you're pretty new then. With other people, like I spoke about with Trey Rose and Jalen, it was like it was just wild down the last one. So there was like the new one and stuff of that nature. And I kind of like the vibes. Actually, you're not even like the third. I think you're the 4th person overall from that group chat I've even like interviewed. Like because it was Kobe and then Trey, and then Jalen, and then now you. So it's like, it's good for you to hop on. You're the first female out of the group that I've actually interviewed. I'm trying to get more females on and everything. But when you say you want to do a podcast, I think you're trying to spit game. You're trying to do some freaky stuff. And I'm like, how?
No, I mean, I just didn't know, honestly, what I would be talking about. And I don't, like, I can hold a conversation, but I'm more of an observer. So it's just that, like, I honestly didn't know what I would talk about. And then I was like, well, I mean, I could talk about my business because it'll be like it's something that I do every day. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. Just to let you know, we're 17 minutes in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so just realize that's above a quarter of like an hour and everything. So it's just stuff like that. Just talking about just your transition from Maryland and everything and college and everything and just getting here. The cool thing about doing podcasts and everything is just like, you can pretty much get any perspective. It's just a conversation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me genuinely, I would say naturally I'm an extrovert and everything, but it's like I feel like over the years I kind of like just settled into kind of being an ambivert in a way, so it's just stuff like that. It's just another thing you got to learn to kind of get used to if I want to be successful, like, and then some people say, like, wow, you're building, interviewing skills, you're building like certain skill sets when you're doing stuff of that nature. So it's like it's always something. And if I just have a goal I got set in mind, I just hit it, that's all I'm saying. So I feel like the faster I get past this, the more I kind of focus back on music and stuff of that nature. So it's like it's just no pressure, just us talking and everything, because it's like that's really interesting, like because like I grew up like my whole life in Charlotte, so it's just like I'm Charlotte original, born and bred, so it's just like, when I just hear from other perspectives why people want to move here and everything, I guess it kind of has me feeling like in a sense grateful to a certain degree, but in another sense it just like gives you a more aspect. I don't look at my city so negatively, and it's just like I feel like that's just how a lot of people. So I think you're like the second person this week I met from Maryland that wants to stay in Charlotte. I think there was like another girl who I met on my job in New Age Marketing, which I start my new job on Monday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. And she said, like, we actually went to North Carolina Central. I didn't even realize, but she graduated in May and I graduated in December. So it's just, it's 8,000 people that go there. So it's just stuff like that. It's just, what are some other things, Charlotte, that you like personally that made you wanted to stay here?
Um, well, it was mostly my job.
Mhm.
I loved my job and I loved what I do. So I work for Compass Group. It's a hospitality company, like a worldwide hospitality company, and they have different sectors that contract with different businesses. So the sector that I work for is the Eurus sector, and we contract for businesses like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, MetLife Insurance, XPO Logistics, like high tech businesses. So that's what I was working for. I was working for Bank of America for a while, like in Uptown in the corporate offices. And I worked for catering. So we would cater to like 4 or 5 different corporate offices within Uptown. So we would have parties from like ranging from 5 people to 500 people. Yeah. So like we were definitely busy all the time.
Okay. I bet the pay was pretty good too.
Yeah, pay was definitely great. I wanted something else. Like I wanted something more. And where I got moved to now is definitely somewhere that I can grow more. The ladder is like the ladder to move up is definitely shorter than where I was before. So that's something big with me because it's like if I'm gonna make this my career, I want to make sure how can I improve myself? How can I move up in the career take like that I want? So yeah, so where I work for now is MetLife Insurance. It's just a life insurance company, and I cook for them. So we kind of cater towards them, cater to what they want in the market that I sell things in. So yeah, like the market is pretty dope. We have like it's kind of set up like a cafe style. So there's different stations that they can come and like get food from. So like there's a deli station, a salad bar, a grill station, a pizza station.
Basically like Golden Corral in a sense.
Yeah, so it's something like that, but not all you can eat, obviously. So like they just tell you what they want and then you make it for them and then they go and pay for it and stuff. But yeah, like I've been working for them since May of this year, so it's fairly new. But I've been working for Compass Group since my internship, which was back in 2017.
Oh, is it Compass, like Compass Marketing? 'Cause I think I've like hit that business a couple times. I'm trying to apply for a job and everything there for the marketing position. I think it was like $1,500 a week or whatnot.
Probably, because Compass Group is so big, so it's a worldwide hospitality company. So it originated in London, so that's where like the headquarters are. Is in London, but they have different like corporate offices throughout the United States and stuff. Like there's one big corporate office here in Charlotte that a lot of executives from Compass Group come to. What else was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Take your time. Take your time. Ain't no pressure. No pressure. Literally, this is a mental thirst podcast. You're sewing up your thirst of your brain right there.
Right.
I know you messed with the logo. You seen the logo, right?
I haven't actually.
You haven't. All right. Look it up on my Instagram page and everything. You can follow me at Liberian Toast Crunch. Yeah, I know. I'm African and I like cereal.
Toast Crunch.
Liberian Toast Crunch. Then you see like my profile picture. I got like some. This is my graduation photo, so you see like some African face markings and everything. Yeah, I'm that head ass. You see me?
I probably spelled it wrong.
Liberian, not librarian.
I didn't put librarian.
Liberian, I lie. And then toast. There I go.
There we go.
Right there. So yeah, you see the logo right there.
Okay, Mental Threads podcast. Open mind, welcome. That's cool.
Yeah, it's just something I want to invest into, maybe until it becomes a little bit larger.
See, you didn't put threads. You have put threats.
Yeah, my bad.
So I was like, I don't know what to say.
No, it's fine. It's not mental threats. It's mental threats. I guess I'd be trying to use the voice thing on like Instagram, so it's like sometimes it just wouldn't translate it pretty well. So it's like, forgive me if that is. Like,
no, you're fine.
But it's like you really mess with the logo, right? It's just something.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that the logo. Look, the logo is definitely like what.
Like a brain.
Yeah,
exactly
like you're picking someone's brain.
But with like sewing and stuff.
Yeah,
like that,
it's being creative within their mind.
Yeah, it's just something that I feel like it's eye opening. It's something that can that draws attention and everything. With marketing, I went to school for marketing and business administration, so it's just like stuff of that nature. I just love like the practicality that comes with it, like bringing attention to a product or a service and stuff. So it's like that's just something that just kind of rolls with and stuff of that nature. So it's like so you pretty much know people in Compass Group. Do you happen to know anyone of a Janaea Harris? Don't know anybody. That's probably in a different department.
Yeah, because Compass Group is huge, especially in Charlotte. And there's so many there's so many sectors within Compass Group that's just in Charlotte alone. So it's definitely hard to pick someone specifically. Do you know that person? Because I'm gonna be like, yeah, I don't know. But did you want something to drink? Because I'm about to get some water.
That's fine. Hey, what do you got in the fridge to drink? Just wondering.
Lemonade. Mango punch, orange juice, water.
I'm messing with that mango punch. Let's see what's up in the Minute Maid. Yeah, they taste better if they come out of the carton. Yeah, it's that bottle of Minute Maid. That's that low class Minute Maid. This is that high class, high fashion, first class Jack Harlow. I don't know. It tastes good. You be having hella parties in here? Just wondering.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't be having parties, but I do be having game nights or kickbacks or whatever.
Oh, cool. That's nice.
Or cookouts, because I have a balcony, but there's a pool down there and a grill and stuff. So I'm always hosting something.
That's good.
Yeah, I like to host.
That's cool. I feel like I'm gonna meet a lot of my adult friends in that group chat for sure.
Yeah,
because it's
it's definitely a great group chat to network with different people and get to know other people and get their perspective on Charlotte.
Oh, you might have to leave that Minute Maid outside.
It is good, but it's not. It's cheap, right? I just got that joint. You see, I just opened it. I don't be giving people fresh out the carton stuff.
Oh, I'm being treated like royalty out here, y'all. I'm getting fed the whole Minute Maid mango punch and everything and whatnot. The Mental Threats podcast, Toasty. And that's basically how I'm being treated right now. So I appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Yeah, man. It really is cool. And it's like people in that group chat, everyone seems to be doing their own thing. That's one thing I know is with Trey and everything doing his real estate thing and Jalen doing the real estate thing too. And then Trey about to go into his next fight and stuff. He be doing wrestling. He be doing side hustles like renting out cars on Turo and everything.
Yeah, Trey, he definitely is a great person that I look up to. Within the business aspect, because he's always got his mind on money, and that's what I like about people. They always trying to look for what can they do to better themselves and how they can make a profit out of it.
And you're the second person to say that after Trey. It's like Jalen said that, and then now you're saying that. So it's like that should really say a lot about his reputation and everything, all positivity and everything like that. And plus, no one in the group chat is saying anything negative about nobody. Everyone's just kind of chilling or whatnot. I be trying to keep up with everything. Just the notifications don't be keeping us. The only time I drop in, it's like, yo, anybody want to do a interview or anything? So it's like, it's good that at least somebody hopped on and wanted to do it. So it's just like, that's for y'all right now and everything. So it's just like, so y'all really making this stuff a reality. Wow, I can really hit 150. And now it's now I'm about 59 episodes away from making that happen,
which is pretty good.
Yeah,
that's great that you're growing within. You found a group that you can grow within with your business, and that's something that I like. Open-minded people, they always, especially in that group, everybody in that group always has a goal set, a goal that they want to do that to better themselves and things like that. And that's what I like, because it's we all building and growing with each other. And you need people like that. You need a circle that you can find that can help you grow, not somebody that can bring you down. And you don't really see none of that in that group chat.
Yeah, no, dead ass. Like, seriously, and take it from me. That's one of the main reasons that kind of soured me about Charlotte, because my experiences with Charlotte, my mom's made me go to like places like, like I went to middle school in a place called Ballantyne Plantations area. Like, dead ass. When I tell you,
Ballantyne.
really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's where MetLife Insurance is like the corporate office is located. So
I mean, it's good to work there.
Yeah, it's a great place to work, but it's definitely Ballantyne is one of those spots that you definitely want to keep your eyes open. Like you never
super white.
Yeah, it's definitely super white. Not to sound racist or anything, but
you're not being racist. That's just how it is. Like South Charlotte area, it's like there's such an investment. Have you seen the YMCA out there and how big it is over there and everything?
No, I haven't, but I know it's beautiful property.
It's huge, and it's just like they just have everything like together just over there. So it's just like, I guess like mom just wanted me to just keep up with everybody and be educated and everything, but I always struggled, bro. The place where I grew the most was in an HBCU, man. When I say like my mental was only focused on just partying and just meeting up with my friend and going to parties, I didn't realize I was going to be like an AB student. And like, I know I say that so many times on this podcast because I want people to really understand like the transition from that to that is really just a matter of environment. So it's just, I don't want to hate on Charlotte. It's just like, a lot of the people I grew up with are here, and a lot of them people I grew up with I fell out with because they didn't have my best interest in hand either. And I had my best interest in hand for everybody else, and you just can't be around people like that who don't really have like a good intentions for you and stuff of that nature. It's because of that it kind of set me back a lot. So I think in my head, but really it trajected me to the point where I had to leave Charlotte, go to Durham and everything, separate myself, isolate it from the people who I wasn't fucking with and everything, and really be on my way. And now I put more songs out than most of the people group that claim they wanted to do the whole music thing. And like now once I really get back in the studio, I'm about to start my new job this Monday. That's already income I can refocus into studio time and stuff of that nature. And now I got a group chat too that if I just wanted to drop music or whatever, send something to y'all would more than likely repost it or something, because like y'all just seem like the type to support. So it's just like,
what kind of music do you do?
I do rap and hip hop and everything. I dropped my mixtape last year, so it's like a lot of the beat selection was more trap influenced to a certain degree, but not trap, more like ASAP trap, where it's just like the frequency is kind of lower, but it's like, but yeah, you should definitely check it out. Ego Trip, out now, Toast CSV. That's my rap name, Toast CSV. So it's just like, I can also see the album cover on my Instagram too. I don't know if you saw it yet or not.
Let me go check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out if you want. She is now checking it out, y'all. That's right. Yeah, that's the one right there.
Okay.
That's just the cover and the back cover and everything. So it's like 12 songs and everything. You can check it out on SoundCloud and everything. Okay. I'll prefer SoundCloud, so it's easy to send it to your friends if you wanted to. Oh yeah, also check out you could also check little clips that can actually show you what the songs sound like. I think I got it here. Is it here? Okay, yeah, this is the one. Yeah. So you can hear little parts of it. She's now hearing like little clips about my mixtape and everything. One thing I hate my voice when it comes to this stuff to listen to.
I'm worth the grave shit to go and get it. Young nigga trying to stay committed. Tall black with a common spirit. Just drop the track and I hope you hear it. Originality down to the bone. In reality, mild in my zone. Calm on the surface for what is shown. A little bit anxious. Ask for the tone. What I want in life, I can't doubt it. Ain't no other type of way around it. Live poor and boy, all I want is joy. Home base in Nimacati. My energy is astounding. Greatness all in my surroundings. My energy is astounding. Greatness all in my surroundings. On the inside, it feels like a storm. Daily weather, more or less the norm. Day to day, when it rains, it pours. Sweat and tears stand to stain the floor. Damn, I wish I would have packed an umbrella. Like Henry Hill as a kid in Goodfellas. More drama in my life than a novella. Still, regardless, I just grow and develop. Great sugar hours, I invest in my craft. Some support it while others might laugh. There are many obstacles set in my path. Many things in life I must on the grasp. Hard to...
Oh yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, but you could also like switch to other ones too if you want to. So it's just
okay.
Yeah, so in your downtime, if you want to just before you even want to check the whole album, if you want to check some clips to kind of get a feel for what the sound is. But I just you got to be very selective of how you want the songs ordered and everything, and what really grabs people in and what drags people in. So that's the second song, "A Grave Shift," that you just listened to. It sounded a lot closer. If you're a fan of Flatbush Zombies, have you ever listened to Flatbush Zombies? No, that's okay. Unknowingly, what my brother and his girlfriend said, it kind of sounded like "This Is It" by Flatbush Zombies. I always listen to Flatbush Zombies. I didn't realize it until they pointed it out and stuff. So it's like there's a little bit of influences bleeding into that. So it's like, yeah, like definitely here for new music. I'm trying to shoot to drop 50 songs this year. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Like we're already half the year's already done, but it's like I still have faith in myself that I can do it, make it happen.
You can do it. You just got to keep your mind right and definitely just get to the grind of it. But it's definitely doable. You, like I said, I mean, like you said, you got half the year gone, but it's still a lot of more time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sleepy.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that.
Up since 5. I've been like working and working. So
no, you're good. I woke up late today. Like I woke up like I don't know, cause I ain't set my alarm right. Like I got the AMs and the PMs like mixed up, so it's like I got my stuff set up for 6 a.m. But like the time of the time was in the PMs when I woke up, so it's just like when it was already 11. I'm like, dang, I got like 7 interviews I got to do. How am I gonna get interviews done today? Yeah. And it's just like you really just have to just take that step to really just get it sit out like that. I just feel like there's no excuses for anything in life. You just gotta make it happen. Even after this, I'm still probably just gonna go to the gym and try to find some way to work out for like a good hour and everything, maybe 2. I might touch base with like my higher consciousness group I'd be talking to like before, like it's like another group chat where we just focus on spirituality, stuff of that nature, manifestation type stuff. So it's like, yeah, a lot of my circles of friends, I'm starting to get them off the internet. Now I'm noticing like now, or from college, like either college, the internet, yeah, that's the only 2, really. And it seems to be pretty genuine on both ends and everything. So it's like, kudos for that and stuff of that nature. I know we've been speaking about a whole lot of stuff and stuff of that nature, but let's go into detail about your businesses. I know you run a whole catering business and stuff of that nature. You want to speak more about that?
Yeah, so She's Starving LLC is a private dining and catering service. She's Starving the name actually came from my mentor back home. He's a big foodie. He's actually a pastor at this church back home in Maryland with his brother. It's called Community of Hope Ministry. So he has this food page that he does because he's a big foodie. He loves to cook and loves to travel and eat food. So he has a business page called Be Starving, and he always used to call me his little She Starving. So that's where the name came from, She Starving LLC. So I started my company last year. That's when I officially made it a LLC. And ever since I made it an LLC, it's been booming. Like I've been doing bridal showers, weddings, baby showers, doing just different. I've done a cooking class for within my sorority because I'm in a sorority in Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. So ever since then, like my business is just booming, and I'm just trying to get it to keep growing and growing because eventually I just want to do that full time and not have my actual job, just do my business full time. But I have a baby shower actually at the end of the month, and then a bridal shower in September for one of my sorority sisters. So nice. I'm excited about that. But for the most part, I do a lot of brunches. I do within the private dining, like I have my own menus that I send out when I do like consultations with people. But you can find me on Facebook. I'm still working on like my other social media pages.
It's all gonna matter. Like I got a link tree too. I need to really update also.
Like I want to make a link tree. I've actually been working with one of my friends from college. He has this card where it's a QR code. So literally, like, you'll scan the QR code and it'll pop up everything that's pertaining to what like you're trying to do. Yeah. So that's what I've been working on with him to get that QR code, so I can just put that QR code on anything that I do.
I'm trying to do something like that with not just a Mental Threats podcast, but even my music too. If I could put that all on Linktree and I could just put it on a card, I like just send out the QR and everything so people can just get onto it when they want to get onto it and stuff. Like, that'd be cool. Because sending links out, leaving a link on my page works, I guess, to a certain degree. But I need to edit it up. I need to add some things to it and everything. Glad I got another job so I could be able to like add more subscriptions to things of that nature. And it's like the cool thing about like literally like Google is such a good like layup, like not a layup, but an alley oop in a sense, because it's just like, even I don't know what it's no big deal. Anyway, it's just I know what it could be, but anyway, it's just like, you know, even like when me trying to do music, I have so many beats, man. Like beats on top of beats, hundreds and hundreds of beats. So it's like there's never like an outside. Even if I want to still look up beats on like YouTube, free for profit and everything, like I still got that avenue too. So it's just like it's so abundant. Everything is kind of in place. The only thing is like I focus on really now is just my health. I guess that's the one thing I need to focus on. I might have to go like to a clinics like outside of the country and everything, but it's just like, yeah, that might be a huge thing. But it's just beyond that, it's like I still feel pretty hopeful. Like the more people I talk to, like y'all, and I know that y'all are on top of your stuff, and I can kind of keep in contact with everybody in that group chat, because it seems like everybody has like a mission that they're trying to set out, and then they're not even on some negativity type stuff. That's kind of the stuff I kind of want to be around, especially at this stage in my life. You know, I'm 24 years old. I got 6 more years left in this decade, and you know that's gonna go by like that. So I want to make sure, just like in this time, I can live it up, be happy, but also most importantly, like work hard and really elevate myself as best I can. You know, so it's just that's another thing. So it's just like, I know you say that you're like, well, your sorority, you're a part of the Zeta. You're a Zeta, right?
Zeta, Phi Beta.
Isn't that like a sister one to Sigmas and everything?
Yeah, it surely is.
Yeah, I wanted to be.
We the only sorority and fraternity that's constitutionally bounded with each other. So like we call each other brothers and sisters for a reason.
That's cool. I wanted to be a Sigma and everything. Do I give off Sigma vibes? I feel like, you know, like I spoke to another person, so I wanted to be a Sigma, but it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I need to put my glasses on right quick. What about now? Am I giving Sigma vibes?
Anybody can give off Sigma vibes. I feel like Sigmas as a whole, like, you know how like most fraternities and sororities, like they have that one image. One thing about blue and white, it's not an image. Like everybody is their own self. They all like, it's a versatility of people that you can connect with. And so I feel like with blue and white, there's really not like you fit that image of Sigma or you fit that image of Zeta. Like everybody's different. And I mean, like, it's definitely different nowadays within the other sororities and fraternities, but it still has its ways and purposes. Then you can tell that, like, with the K's, like, they're pretty. Like, they always, they're, like, pretty and sassy. You can tell, like, whenever they bring out a line, like, they'll have those pretty sassy girls. Like, you can tell with Delta, like they bring out hard girls, like not, I wouldn't say hood, but people that are like more confident, like
I know a couple of Deltas and AKAs and everything, but it's just like I go to HBCU now. It's like, so I'm friends with a couple of them and everything like that nature. But I love like the stuff like fraternities and sororities and HBCUs. I feel like they don't really. It's not so bougie or bougie. It's just like an organization. They just do things, and that's just it. And it really is good for helping you get opportunities too, if you want to and everything. So that's one thing I really missed out with joining a fraternity. So maybe when I go to grad school, like I might consider it. You know, that's not bad to join a fraternity in grad school, is it? Or it's just...
No, I mean, like, they definitely, you don't get looked at any type of way if you join within undergrad or grad. You won't have that undergrad experience coming in, but you definitely built that. Like people still who join grad chapters still go out to these picnics and things like that, building relationships with other people, and having that somewhat undergrad experience. But yeah, you not looked any type of way if you cross grad or undergrad chapter. It's definitely harder to get into it when you do grad chapter, because they do live like it's hard undergrad as well, but it's definitely harder within grad because you're paying more money, but you get more out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I might be in a better place by then because it's just like, because like for my business school at Howard and everything, you got to have some kind of experience in the field before you even step in. So I'll probably have some money saved. I could probably do some stuff like that before I moved into the area and everything like that. So I'm going to be staying in Charlotte for like a couple months, actually. Like I thought I was going to be out this year and just be like, finally, I could leave, but like due to some situation, I had to stay here a little bit longer and everything. So it's just like, I feel like once I go to DC, I feel like a lot of things are going to be popping for me a lot. But at least I got some connections here in Charlotte before I leave, like in the whole group chat and stuff of that nature, leave with a little bit of some positivity and stuff. Have you gone to any of the events that Trey or have been putting? I know Trey does a whole lot of like events and stuff. Have you been out there? Cause I know you actually met him and everything. Like, so you've been to met him at one of those events?
Yeah, I've been to like a couple game nights he has had.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen him. I know you know Jalen. Jalen will have events, and he'll be at like Trey will be there.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I kind of really met them. Just getting out there, but I honestly I try to go out, but there be always so many like different events happening within the group chat. Yeah. It's just like I can't keep up. So you'll see me when you see me.
I'm trying to see if I can pull out too, because I still feel like I'm still trying to get to know people in that group chat, because I be in and out like every once in a while. So it's like this podcast kind of helps me kind of build more relationship. I know I met Kobe and everything when he does YouTube, so it's like my podcast and his YouTube was pretty much done simultaneously on that end. So it's like I might keep up with him later when I want to start working out more like seriously, because I'm trying to work out more seriously. But I feel like he would help me kind of like really build some kind of a science to it. So it's just like it's really just a matter of really taking that due diligence to making that happen and stuff. So it's like, I feel like everyone's kind of representing a side of something that I want to get into. Like me and Jalen literally spent the whole hour talking about anime. Literally the anime. This dude is like in his 30s. I'm in my mid 20s, and like you wouldn't think we have nothing in common. And this dude talks about anime and everything, like the gospel and everything. And I wouldn't expect a dude from Philly and everything up north like the talk is like hard as he does to be kind of like still like to a sense like a geek to an extent. So I think that's pretty cool and everything that we have that. It's just I feel like that group chat is like kind of reflecting of an HBCU to me to a certain degree. So there's that. But go more into your whole business and everything. I want to keep talking about like my opinions. Like what is that? What type of experiences has your business brought you and stuff of that nature?
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of my business has been within my sorority. Like they've been more of my clientele. I'm definitely reaching out more and branching out with more people other than my sorority. But for the most part, the private dining, I come into like your home or household or wherever you want your private dining set up, and I do like the whole setup as in like plating style. So we'll decorate the table and everything, and then I would cook in your home. So I would prep most of my stuff, but everything else would be cooked there. So I like went in when I have like a sit down consultation with the person that they want like a private dining set arrangement, we go over like how their kitchen is set up and making sure that they have like the right tools that I would need to make their meal. So yeah, the private dining, I've done a couple of those, and that's one thing that I really love. I've done from two people to up to 6 people with that. But with catering, like that's definitely something that I do often. I had done catering as far as like buffet style, and as far as like plated catering as well. So that's two different type of things that I kind of do. With buffet style, like I'll bring out the chafing dishes and things like that. But with plated catering, I have 1,000,001 platters that I would set up and make everything look nice and things like that. But yeah, like my business is growing every day. That's what I'm just trying to hope for. And I'm hoping that this podcast that will help that. But you could follow me on my Facebook.
Mhm.
You can, as soon as everything is basically up there and running, and people can book within like book appointments to set up consultations with my Facebook. I'm also starting to work on meal planning. So I did add my meal planning options as well as menus on my Facebook page. So people can contact me if they want someone to do their meal prep. So I've been just trying to get my business out there more and doing different things within my business. I'm going to be starting soon to work on a cookbook. So I have like 3 or 4 binders that are like in one of
like recipes and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
recipes.
crazy.
So I just need to go through them all and organize them all and see what I want to do. Because honestly, like with those recipes, I can do so much. Like I can do one big book, or I can just do like a multiple of individual books. Just doing like just one as breakfast or one as lunch and things like that, or do a whole book and things. So I'll be working on that probably next year. This year, I'm just going to focus on building the name itself, She's Starving LLC. So.
No, that's really, really good stuff and everything. Because it's like, the whole catering business and stuff, to really keep that going and keep it like still modest at a certain degree at this point and everything. Keep in mind, we're still in our 20s. So to even start a business in your 20s or anything, like that's still like a milestone in itself and stuff, So it's like in that case, what are some of your favorite dishes that you like to create for your catering business?
Well, my favorite, I would say, is my red pepper salmon that I do, and I'll pair it with a creamy polenta and like grilled or sauteed asparagus. It's definitely a great dish that a lot of people order off of my private dining menu. Another one is like my stuffed Tuscan grilled chicken. That's a good hitter, and it's definitely really good. A lot of my seafood, because I am from Maryland, a lot of my seafood dishes definitely get ordered a lot, especially my shrimp and grits for for brunch. I get that order a lot, especially in my crab cakes. A lot of people love my crab cakes because I do Maryland style crab cakes. So you don't really find that a lot around here, Maryland style crab cakes, and if you do find it, it's not the correct way that you would see a Maryland style crab cake. So they're over here false advertising, and
don't disrespect Maryland crab cakes like that, please.
You can't disrespect a Maryland crab cake. So
Maryland got their crab cakes. Philadelphia got their cheese steaks and everything. So it's just like don't just go to the source. Okay, you can make one if you want. You can attempt, but don't disrespect. That's all I'm saying. So that's really cool. Like, because seafood is so heavy out there, like Maryland. Because is it because y'all kind of closer to the ocean, or why do you think it was like that?
So Maryland literally has the Chesapeake Bay running through it. So all of that seafood is coming through Maryland. So it's mostly known for Maryland blue crabs because it's all within that Chesapeake Bay. But we're right next to, like, there's Ocean City right there. So the water is close to Maryland. Like the ocean.
Like the ocean. Yeah, that's really, really good stuff. No, seriously, man. Like, and I didn't even know about stuff like that too. Now I just thought y'all just like seafood. Everybody just got their thing. But then you gotta keep in mind the area does play some aspects into that. Louisiana and everything. Yeah, the Cajun spices and their Cajun seafood. Like, well, if you had to put like Louisiana seafood next to like Maryland seafood, who you think would like who beats who? I know you want to side with Maryland, but like,
actually, I mean, I'm more of a Louisiana style seafood seafood because I mean I love their spices and stuff. Maryland is one place that like yeah we have spices, but it's more fresh. You get that fresh tasting seafood. With Louisiana, you still get that fresh seafood, but you get more of those Cajun spices.
Oh, that's really, really cool and everything. They even think that you realize, like, wow, y'all are like the leading leaders when it comes to like, seafood, like from the top of what I know and everything is Maryland and Louisiana and everything. Y'all seem to really, really, or maybe would you say Florida's kind of up there somewhere?
I mean, I could see it. I feel like Florida is more like people go for gator, like than anything else. Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I actually tried gator nuggets for the first time some months ago. It was at this county fair and everything with the mac and cheese, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, this will really taste good.
I had like a gator po' boy. It was pretty good when I went to this restaurant in Florida, and it's definitely a different taste.
Got to try it again. I got to try it one more time. I'm not saying I'm obsessed with gator. It's such a distinct taste. Like it's different. Like you're used to the chicken and your pork and your beef and your shrimp and your fish and everything. But then gator, you don't really think gators just get up into that, in that group and everything. So it's like them gators need to watch out of it because they start like mass producing y'all and everything and make y'all in the factories. It's over. It's gonna be in them burgers and everything and stuff. So in regards to your catering business, I know you spoke about just all types of things like all that you're trying to do to like really raise like not relevance but brand awareness in a sense. So it's just like in the future, like 5 years from now, where do you pretty much see like your catering business going? Do you see like probably working large wedding? You're trying to like probably set up situations for like Democratic parties or something like that?
Yeah, so I definitely want to, in 5 years, I definitely want to be not working for the job that I'm working for now. I want to be full-time, only working on my business. I want to do more private and catering things. I definitely want to try and get into the celebrity aspect and start reaching out to different celebrities. I do know some gospel artists personally. So I'm going to reach out to them, see if I can get my foot in the door just to see if I can do a party for them or something like that. So it's definitely something that I want to get into, doing events for high class profiles such as celebrities or even in the corporate offices that I work now, like doing high class catering and private dining for them. So that's what I'm just going to build my clientele towards that more. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Might you happen to know anyone by the name of Melvin Crispell? What about Josiah Russell?
Yeah, I know Josiah Russell.
The guy that was at Dreamville Fest singing and everything and nature. We're in the same men's achievement center.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't really get to know him basically like that, but I hope to get him on the podcast too and everything. At least you knew like one of the two people I knew because I went to school with both of them. So it's just like Melvin from high school a little bit. Now he was like Melvin Crispell the third. I think he was on one of BET's. What's the Christian gospel Sunday's Best? Yeah, he was a Sunday's Best winner, I think, or a runner up. One of those. So he got a big following because he really put his talent out there. I thought that was really cool. Yeah, and stuff of that nature.
It's one of my favorite shows. I like Sunday Best. It used to come on more often. It hasn't came on in years.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, there's that. Would you say like the church and like your faith with God? Like, what do you say? Like you're like a Baptist or something like that?
No, I'm. So I grew up African Methodist Episcopal. So that's AME. I go to New Life Fellowship now, so that's a non-denominational, yeah, you know what I mean.
Just Christian, just Christian. It's just Christian.
Yeah, it's just Christian. So I love that place now. And the pastor there is John P. Key. So he's a Grammy Award-winning artist, which is amazing. So he's always having something there, and he's always looking out for his people because he grew up here in Charlotte as well. So that's definitely a place that I love, and my faith is definitely something that's in my life heavenly. I try to be as good as possible. But I mean, God knows that God is always watching. So I tend to just Yeah,
just drift to here and there. You're just only human, man. It's just like, I had a Christian rapper here by the name of Calvin Hill and everything. He got into a car accident some years ago and he was in a coma for like a month. So it was like for him to really come back from all that and like a Christian rapper and really like his faith is one of
God.
ain't nothing but God.
Yeah,
No,
that
seriously.
did that. Because, I mean, it's hard to come back from something like that. Like, you're in a whole coma for years. Like, I had tore my ACL and when I did that, like there was times where I was just like, my leg's never gonna get better, but always thought back to just reading my Bible and just praying to God, like it will heal. And surely enough, it's better than ever, honestly.
That's good, man. That's really, really good. I have a medical condition myself, and like, I feel like it helped me grow closer to God in a sense. I did the Daniel fast one time, and that really helped, like, with my health and everything kind of shut down. People, oh, look at all these. I'm trying to do it again for sure, because it's just like, do it like the right way. Because I don't feel like I prayed enough on that. I was just more focused on drinking water and eating what I needed to eat. So it's like, I just want to be able to grow closer with God also, because I feel like I kind of just fell out sometime and everything. You go through struggle and everything. You're so focused on trying to get things done yourself that got to get back and rely on God. I just feel like God has really, really done a lot for me. In a sense, it's just like, there's been some times that you might be going through some current things, but the more you start having a mental aspect where you're like more gracious, have more gratitude in regards to things that happen with your life, the people that come in my life who actually care for me, and getting away from the people who just didn't and everything, that's a blessing. Changing myself up academically, that's a blessing. I'm the only grandchild my grandfather ever saw graduate from college, so it's like that's a blessing in itself, and it's a blessing that comes with responsibility, and I have to set an example for the people under me too. Like my cousins say, some of them are like still babies and stuff like that, and I'm like the eldest grandson, so I got to show an example too, really showing where they got to be and everything of that nature. So, it's good to talk to people who also do business. I want to get into business too. No, I understand, because we're about to end pretty close. We're getting close to an hour and everything. We're going past the hour mark, and we pretty much spoke about a whole lot of things. But just to sign off and everything, anybody out there, it's just anything that you want to do, you can do it and everything. Yes. You can really get into a whole circle of people that are positive. That's I'm doing podcast episodes with people in the group chat, like they're making time to really get on. Even like Miss Misha right here, who's really getting sleepy right now.
I know, yeah. Like I definitely, because I know we had set a date, and I felt so bad because I was just like, man, like just time just gets away from you when you're up and moving and doing things, trying to better yourself. And it's just like when I looked at it, I was like, crap, let me make up something that I knew that I could talk about. And you see, we just been talking about a lot of stuff. So then I thank you for having the opportunity to even come to sit on the podcast, because honestly was thinking in my head, like, this man probably like, she unorganized and all of this. Like,
I be still feeling I'm unorganized, and I ain't got a microphone camera. I'm doing this all off my phone. I'm just talking like this, but it's just like, always trying to make it comfortable for people. I don't want to put too much pressure or nothing like that. At the same time, it's just a conversation. And I always have like questions set up in the back of my head. And in between each question, I'm still thinking about the next question. So it gives me more time to organically have a conversation instead of being like a robot and everything. You know what I'm saying? I just like things being more organic. So you pretty much get the understanding. You really think it's kind of unorganized still? Or is it just like...
No, it's really not. I mean, like, we've just been bouncing off of each other, ideas and aspects of what we've been talking about and stuff. Yeah. So it's not unorganized at all. That's cool. I'm just saying I'm unorganized.
It's just something I just want to be working on moving forward, because this is something I take serious. I put like this. You're the 91st episode. Like that's hours and hours and hours on content, and I be sleeping on it from time to time. So it's like for y'all to really hop on, y'all really do make the episode, because like without me having to like actually take time to actually interview somebody, there is no episodes to do. So it's like for y'all to really take your time. It's really nothing to sway if we have to reschedule it, because I know things could happen. Life could happen. So it's just stuff like that. I just like to keep myself busy. I like to do something it's actually positive, networking wise, anything wise. So for y'all to hop on, it's all good. So thanks for that. Do you have any last words to say before we get off the Mental Thoughts podcast? Because we got to bring it in now.
Just thanks again for letting me come on the podcast. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook for She Starving LLC. yeah, that's about it.
Okay. That's all it needs to be. All right, cool. Thank you very much. This is the 91st episode of the Mental Thuds podcast, and that's Misha and Toasty signing out, sewing out. Thank you very much. All right, take care.